All right, Gundam fans, welcome to another episode of Gundam Explained. Today we're looking at yet another Robot Spirits, but this is a pretty exciting one. I would say it's a fan favorite. This is the RGM 79Q GM Quel. So this is a Titans machine that showed up at Stardust Memory, kind of linking, 0079 to Zeta, how the Titans formed, and also it kind of links Advance of Zeta too, because there's a lot of awesome Titans developed mobile suits, and actually this is one of them. So yeah, we'll go ahead, jump in, and take a look. But before we get started, if you haven't, please like and subscribe. Currently, there's a giveaway going on. There's a video link in the description below for the video where I'm describing the giveaway, how to enter. Just subscribe and post in the comments what you would like to win Gunpla related. Okay, here we go. Here is the GM Quel. This thing just looks fantastic. First of all, I got to say, I'm not going to dive into the articulation like I typically do, because this has the typical Robot Spirits articulation that I've been talking about quite a bit. So go ahead and please check out any of my previous videos where I speak on the Robot Spirits, especially kind of some Federation ones or some GMs. Hopefully I have done my GMs. I have quite a few that I'll need to review anyway. But we're going to kind of take a look at some of its features and what makes it unique. First of all, it's really cool how it has the Titans little decal here on the side, as well as the Titans on the shield. Just other things to look at about this are the headpiece. It looks like a GM custom, how the eye is compared to some other GMs. Also down here at the bottom of the legs, it has like those other sensors that are down there. Other than that, one thing that kind of stood out to me, and it seems weird, is maybe the way this was manufactured, whatever was used, the type of plastic, it feels different than some others. And that's something that seems noticeable with the coloring of the yellow here. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't seem like it was, you can see where there's been some color bleed or some pieces that are like kind of painted off to the side. It really doesn't look that great. In fact, it almost looks see-through. I'm surprised color separation wasn't used. Maybe that was because this chest piece is a little different, and so that was something that was required to keep the cost down. I don't know. It is kind of a weird, look, and it's even with the hands. So luckily, it's got the hand tree, the thing I totally like when these figures do it. But it's weird that it has a different feeling plastic. It seems harder than most of the recent ones that had more of that rubbery nature. But it still bends, but it feels different. Almost it feels like you would break it if you were to bend it, but you're not going to break it. It just feels like a different plastic. And this is very apparent when you're putting it on the pegs and even on the arms itself of the figure. It just feels like a different material. It's kind of odd. I do like how there's a very unique rifle being used here for the GM Quel, something we don't see too much often, and it does have a removable magazine. Now, it also comes with multiple magazines as well, so that's pretty cool. You can actually place them at the bottom here of the shield if you'd like to. And also, speaking of the shield, there's a connector piece for the shield. It's a little different than what we've seen before. That kind of sticks out quite a bit, but I guess that allows it to stop from getting in the way of the shoulder, because it also includes this piece right here that plugs in, and you can kind of see where there's the hole here. So we can get a shot of that. You can kind of see in the shield itself, it has the connector. So you can actually plug that in, and then that allows you just to fit really this. Let me see if I can get that right in here. And that's really all it's for, so you can have it in the shield. It's a cool little addition. It seems completely unnecessary to me. It makes the shield seem way bulkier when it's already kind of sticking out as it is. There's another shield piece as well, if you'd like to use as well, that's shorter. And yet another shield piece if you'd like to use. This allows you, I guess, to have it come from different sides, different angles. I don't know. It's very unique they did that. But also, if you wanted to, the handle. That way you can give different options for how you want the shield to be used. Another thing I thought was pretty interesting was with the beam Saber blade, and it came with one, so that was kind of reduced. And I think there's a reason for that, and I'll get to why. It's actually the main accessory that it comes with. But also, if you notice when I turn this, you can see that it's rather flat, which that's kind of new for these Robot Spirits effect pieces. And even though it just bent right there, it's a harder plastic. Now, I really have no complaints. I just find it's interesting that it's a completely different type of beam blade, but it's also used for firing the gun as well. So their thought was to add one effect part in here and just trying to take off the beam saber handle. The whole backpack came off. Did not expect that to happen. But yeah, you can take that off, plug this thingy in here, and then voila, you can do it that way. It kind of has that animation look from Stardust Memory. Also wanted to add, this is another connector piece. It goes on the back here. You can see that right there, and this just plugs in, and this is where you can also store the shield. So I thought it was pretty interesting that it came with a lot of very specific shield style connector pieces, and that's what a lot of the plastic was. And actually, just looking at the back here, I just love how there's even more decals. We could see it has kind of its number here, and it says Titans, and it has a little decal. I kind of like that touch that's added to it. Just makes it seem overall cooler. And again, even though this is on other figures, I just love the engineering here, the little spring. So as you're going back, even though it's not that much, I mean, he can really kick his backpack if he wanted to. Also very helpful all the time is to come with an extra antenna. That's what goes in the headpiece. You never know when it just might fall off and you need another one. So very cool they added that. All right, but to get to, it's not the main piece. I mean, we have a new Robot Spirits Titan. To me, this is just cool enough. But the fact that it comes with this is just even cooler. Again, this is what we see at the end of Stardust Memory when they show the Titans already manufacturing their mobile suits for use. The wheels don't move on it, but yes, it is that kind of trailer bed that can be utilized. You can actually take off, let's see if I can do that with my nails. I can take off this piece. I guess the purpose of this is so when it lays down, that the backpack is in there. That's pretty interesting. I don't know if that's actually canon. Do they have their trailer beds where they remove the back of it so like the jetpack can fit in? I don't know. I think that's very interesting. Or if they just wanted it to make it look like it does in the anime, maybe they didn't account for that when they were drawing the anime, or would they just take off the backpack? I'm so worried about these little canon details. Hopefully someone can help me sleep better at night. You know, another cool thing about this is the trailer bed. You can actually take off this piece here, and what it does is it has a connector piece for, oh, I did not mean to do that. That's interesting. Anyway, yeah, it has a connector piece for that, but then this just came off. I don't know if that was supposed to or not, but maybe we'll look in the manual here for a second and see. But anyway, with that in play, I guess the idea is you can have it where it's maybe taken off to fly away, or you just want to have it stand here. And yes, luckily it does have a built-in connector at the bottom. Yeah, maybe you just want to have it where it's standing here so it doesn't fall. You know, I don't know. I mean, that's cool they added that. It doesn't hurt it to add, you know? So, yeah, cool, I guess. All right, let's take a look at the manual real quick. Just to kind of see what's got going on, just showing the, yeah, all the different accessories. You can plug the things in. The different shield components, as I was explaining earlier, where you can get a lot of options there. Showing where you can plug in thrusters, sold separately. Showing some of the articulation here, which is very typical with a lot of Robot Spirits, so nothing new to talk about there. Yeah, the hand tree, and again, where you can plug in some stuff there. Going on this side, oh yeah, talking about with the shield, where you can plug in the gun, the ammo, how it can hold the gun, change the magazine, the effect part. Oh, and storage for the gun on the back. This, I guess I missed, but that is a cool option, meaning you could store the gun and I guess the shield on the back if you wanted to use, sold separately, the rocket launcher to have him hold it, or if there's not going to be room if the shield's there, so he could just hold it there. Okay, so this is really cool. Now, well, first, let me just finish on the backpack here. There's that little connector piece I was talking about. But this is what I was talking about with the bed. So something I didn't notice is that you can actually plug in the piece you take off on the back. And then that's where he lays down when he goes on the bed there. It looks like it's supposed to encompass both the backpack and his rump. So, yeah, there it is laying there to look like it does in the anime. But, yeah, let's look at that actually real quick. So if we were to, take that piece off and look on the back, so we can see there's these two holes here. And, yes, the two holes go there. Really hard to see. Okay, and then that plugs in and that fits nicely. I guess as cool of a feature as that is, then, what do you do with this when you take this off? They added that. Why not? Ah, look at that. So that plugs in too. So I am completely sold on that. That was a neat little thing there. But then I'm, questioning these side things that come off, unless that was just part of how they had to build it, where it just came off like that and you plug it in. I kind of like it when there's all these neat little gimmicks and you don't really know what they do. Let me check the manual again. Yeah, and it doesn't really call out anything there except that you can use the storage on the back. Again, maybe in Japanese it's telling me that this piece also plugs on the bottom. But there's no picture, and I'm a pictures guy. But luckily I was able to figure that out, and I think that is really cool to add that in order to kind of not lose it. Anyway, there we go. Again, from Stardust Memory, a very cool Titans Robot Spirits. I hope we get more. We do have that Metal Robot Spirits Hazel coming out soon that we can add to that as well. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the look at the GM Quel. I think it's really awesome that they released this, and with that trailer bed, it seems like, you could buy 2 or 3 of them if you wanted to recreate that scene in 0083. So anyway, I hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. And remember, giveaways going on. So check that link in the video description below. And let me know if you have any thoughts about this. Let me know down in the comments below. So anyway, thanks for watching. We'll talk later.